was in this house that Tierno saw his father for the last time on July the 18th, 1976. At the time, Boubacar Diallo Telly was a former ally of Sékou Touré, the father of the nation. The promising diplomat and former secretary of the Organisation for African Unity was seen as a potential rival. He disappeared, along with 5,000 others, and 30 years later the past is coming back to haunt his son.
The phone rang about 6 o'clock on July the 18th, 1976. We picked it up. It was the president asking for my father. He came to the phone, then after a few minutes went to my mother and said the president had told him to collect papers and go and see him. The story goes that my father and the president had some argument over dinner. Sékou Touré said to him, "You know what, Telly, I never let myself get caught out." Dad said, "But Mr. President, who is trying to catch you out?" And Sékou Touré ended the conversation by saying, "Good night, Telly."
After becoming one of the first African countries to gain independence in 1958, Guinea quickly lapsed into a dictatorship. Sékou Touré, the leader of the revolution, dreamt of making his country a model of communism and anti-colonial Africa. He denounced the plots against him, and the mass killings began. These are previously unseen pictures of the sinister Camp Boiro, shot in 1990 by the son of another missing man during a commemoration ceremony. Tierno's father Diallo died here in an open-air cell after 18 days without food. It was morbidly known as the Black Diet. Sat at a table in the Échangeur bar next to the survivors and their children is Abbas Bar. He spent 7 years in what later came to be known as the tropical Gulag.
The reign of Sékou Touré was like the thorn in the side for Guinea. I feel like I have done nothing with my life. I have nothing to show for it anyway. But as time's gone by, the scars have started to show, and now they're handicapping me.
Sékou Touré died in 1984, but the victims' bodies have never been found, even though many people know that this small cemetery in Conakry is home to one of the country's biggest mass graves.
People have been inconsolable because they lost everything. People died, and their children, their descendants, need to know where they're buried. Guineans can't look towards the same future and celebrate the anniversary of our independence unless there is a reconciliation.
The states created the Commission for Dialogue and Reconciliation to help Guinea celebrate its 50 years of independence with dignity and in unity.